Hello sim racers, welcome to TS Custom. In this video I would like to present you our newest extension for Fanatec DD1 and DD2 bases, the V2 version of our popular extension for Fanatec DD1 and DD2 bases. This is the 70mm V1 version that started it all. In this video we are going to talk a little bit more in detail about this extension, how you can mount it, and what are the differences compared to the V1 version. So without further ado, let's dive straight in.
First, I would like to talk to you what is an FOV extension, and the best way to go about it is to show you how it actually looks. And the basic idea of the extension is that you put your base behind the screens, so it's not in the way, and this way you can lower your screens and enable this perfect view of your dashboard. So you lower the screens all the way up to the extension, and you actually want the extension to be as thin as possible, so you can lower the screens as much as you can. So this was Assetto Corsa, and this is iRacing, and this is how it looks in iRacing. This is me testing iRacing in the rain, and yeah, I just wanted to show you a few clips where you can see how it looks. Also, you can see the bezel kit. I think it really changes everything. It really looks good. You don't even notice it when you are racing. It kind of blends in and turns your screen into one giant screen. So I think it's a really must-have addition to any triple screen setup. You can definitely consider buying arm mounts for the Asus free bezel kit, because with arm mounts you can put them on any 32-inch screens. And if you're interested in more information about it, you can click on the top right corner right now. And yeah, back to FOV extension. This is the Porsche 992 on iRacing, and by now I hope you got the picture of how it can help you get more immersive while you race, and how important of an add-on this is to your overall sim racing experience. And with that said, we should be moving on to the next part of this video.
Alright, so let's talk about extension and what it is and why do you need it. And as you can see, actually the extension comes right up to the screen, so you have nice view of your dashboard like it would be in a real car. So that's the biggest benefit of an FOV extension. You don't see your base and it's not in the way, it's behind the screens, and all you can see is this realistic dash that you have. And another benefit is you can choose your wheel positions, and many of you have been asking me what kind of length do I need for my setup. In the end, it really depends on your personal preference and how you like to be seated. This is my preference for sitting position, so a little bit more leaned to the back. As for the wheel distance, this is the 200mm version. I realize some people like this, they like to have their wheel a little bit closer to them, so this is not the position I prefer. I prefer a position like this, so my hands are a little bit more extended, and this is just my personal preference. This is my preferred driving position. Maybe I could go a little bit closer with the wheel, maybe a centimeter or two closer could be also good for me. The best way for you would be to try and grab a wheel, put yourself in your driving position yourself so you are around 70 centimeters from the screen, if you have a 32-inch setup, of course, and then grab a wheel and try to imagine what would be ideal position for you, and then just measure how much you have from the start of the base to the start of your QR. Yeah, of course, have in mind that you can also have different lengths in this position of the wheel. So after the extension, how large is your QR and how large is your hub also defines how close your wheel will be. So the best thing would be if you would have your final wheel setup, and then you can decide how long you want it to be. And that's about it. That's about all I can tell you about how can you determine the length of your extension. And now we can talk about the main difference between the V1 version and the V2. So the obvious modification is the connection system between the extension and the QR. We took this connection system from our SimiCube extensions that we developed. And that is the main difference between these two extensions. Nothing has changed. The connection is rigid as before. We are still selling the V1 version until end of stock. And we put a promotional price for it, so you can check it on our website to get it for the best price ever. It will be replaced with a 10mm longer version of the V2 extension, but we'll make it only when we sell all of these ones from stock. To mount the FOV extension to the DD1 and DD2 base, you first need to unscrew this bolt on the collar, and then you simply pull the extension out and disconnect these two connectors. Now you will see that the two connectors are different size, so you have a longer one and a shorter one. Same goes for the QR side, you have a shorter one and longer one. Now you can connect one of the cables to the extension. You can pick which you want to put, and you can put this one a little bit in like this. And now you have a longer one and the shorter one, and you can check by pulling. You can see that you are moving this shorter connector. So you put this longer connector on the shorter one, and you put this one on the longer one. And now you push it in, you can pull from both sides, and it should go in nicely. And you should put this logo in center between these two screws. Now you can tighten it. And now you have this shorter and longer cable, same like on the base. And now you can connect it. And it should look like this. And now you can push them in, and while you are pushing the connectors in, you can also rotate them so the cable can go into the extension as much as it can, and it can also go inside the base. So while pushing it in, you rotate it and it should fit right in like this. Now you center everything, so this slit right here is parallel to the table. Also this collar is parallel to the table, and this Fanatec logo is facing upwards. And now you push it in all the way and just tighten the collar. And that's it. Your extension is mounted.